Right, agronomy meeting done. This tractor has a dead battery. It's been a bit dodgy recently. I think it's needing a new one. I'm going to dress some spuds. Out the hopper the spuds come, up the belt, along the top, back round and into the griddles, and that splits them off into size. Meat jump get bagged into those bags, the big ones into here and get chucked in that box for bakers in the farm shop, and then all the smalls come off here into the box and the cows eat them. These are all the bakers that make a nice baked potato. Big belter. GoPro ran out of juice. That's just done though, we did some big bags as well. Wee lorry's back again for another load of bales. What a mess. Oh, gutters. This was nice grass, just like that, 2 days ago. That bale's a bit split round the bottom, so just take it up to the cows and use it myself. Oh. Job done, loaded up. He was going to be coming every day this week, but he's got an issue with his window wipers, so he's not coming tomorrow. I've been messing about doing other things. Anyway, these spuds need to go into the chiller here. Not that they need it, it's cold outside now. It's getting pretty full in here. Would have helped if I opened the door fully. Plonker. Oh, it is freezing. Like a glove. Who would have thought it? It's another miserable day in Scotland. Look at that, lovely. Dreich, we'd call that. It's actually probably getting a wee bit past Dreich. It is just sodden. Anyway, I'm heading off to yard 3 to pick up some straw. We should have plenty of bales in this shed anyway. We're taking a load along the road, back up to yard 2. While Dad loads that, just go and see how these calves are getting on in here. They're at ad lib now, so you can see the feeders are full and they're not all in, munching it all away. So now they can just eat as much as they want when they want. So we're hoping to get in about these calves by kind of March time. February, March. February will be a bit of a push, maybe late March. Last 4 bales, Dad will give the last ones a good shunt up so they're all squeezed together. Back to yard 2. I'll explain the yards in a second, I've not done it for a wee bit. To anyone new kicking about the yards, we farm kind of 4 different farm yards and they're all 5 miles in a row. Number 1 is the main base, that's where the farm shop is, that's where the grain dryer is, grain storage, that's where everything's worked from. Yard 2, that's where some cattle are and all the cattle will be eventually. Yard 3, it's not our yard but we use it for cattle and straw and machinery, and there's another business on site as well. Yard 4 is a bit of grain storage and we let it out to a couple of businesses. Anyway, off to yard 2. And I say 1, 2, 3 and 4 just because it's easier. Miserable, miserable. Anyway, we'll get these bales unloaded down here. There's a bit of a colour discrepancy between the bales that have been inside and the bales that have been outside. The bales that haven't been outside, we'll use them for chomping on, and the discoloured bales that are a wee bit wet on the outside, they can be used for bedding. Since it is that time of year, Christmas time coming up, we've got Christmas trees to pick up tomorrow. I'm just getting the IBC filled up. The washer's down there, we'll take it down. I need to wash the livestock trailer because we'll use that to pick up the trees. Just need the hose. Kev's cutting up more logs in there. As you can see, this is not fit for Christmas trees. Percy was in this yesterday. Anyway, it needs a wash. First time.
I come here for a shootout, right?
Jobs are good and here we go.
See, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain.
And voila, job done. We'll get some Christmas trees in there tomorrow. I'll give the forklift a quick blast while I've got the washer out. Don't want to step on here and get all dirty again. That looks nice and shiny now. If you've heard of Kramp, I've never used them before, but Kramp are kind of part dealers basically. They're opening a new warehouse along the road at Tullibard and Smiddy. So they're having an opening night tonight. So I'm gonna have a peek about it and see what they've got. Apparently they've got quite a lot of stuff which is a good lot cheaper than buying it at a local dealer. So I'll have a peek tonight, and I heard there's free fish and chips. So right, we're fleeing up to yard 2 because I need to pick up my car. There's meant to be a fella arriving at 1:30 to talk to us about solar panels, because we've been looking into that a bit more. He's not turning up till later, and it's messed up other plans. So long story short, I am off to Leaving, which is about an hour's drive away, to pick up raspberries. And I need that car to give to my dad. I need to abandon this because if you go about 40 miles an hour, you vibrate yourself to death. And then I'm going to jump into Dad's Discovery and head to Leaving. Right, we're off. This is a wee bit more refined than the Defender. It's even got a heated steering wheel. Ooh, lovely. The Defender definitely doesn't have a heated steering wheel. It has a heater, which kind of works sometimes. Job done, raspberries. We'll get them home. They're frozen raspberries, so we'll get them fired into the freezer. They're for making jams. And they're grown in Fife. Good morning. We have had mega rain again. Just bedding the coos, and this bale fell to pieces out here. So I'm just going to shove it in. Back along the road we go, through the rivers. This plough is for sale. 4-furrow over them. It's a good solid plough. Some boards, I think it's set at 16 inches. Not really had much maintenance to do to it at all. It's got a hydraulic slide in the back there. Take any kinks out from bad ploughing, i.e. I use that slide a lot. Anyway, get in touch. My email's there. Oh, hold on, there. Or message me on Instagram. There you go. There's the details. Hopefully this feed's made it without getting complete and utterly soaked. We've made it. Dry feed. You happy? You've got grub now? Happy? Oh, water. Flipping water. It's just soaking. Our field starts at that fence, that's where the sheep are. It's a wee bit wet at the bottom there. Just a touch. There's another puddle in our field of ours. It used to be fallow land between that tree and kind of this corner here. We never used to sow in there, but we drained the field over, and it's definitely helped this field because it can get away now. So normally that would lie for a lot of days, but hopefully give it a day or two and that will be gone and it'll be okay. Hoping to get a bit of drainage done in here soon, and that will also tie into this field next door, which you can see is a wee bit flooded here, and it'll all tie together. It all runs that way. I'm back again. I was here the other night. This is 130 amp hour, I'm needing 180 amp hour. They're the same, well hopefully they're the same size anyway. Taking down the balloons and whatnot. They've got a whole upstairs section and they sell a lot of Milwaukee. Got loads of Milwaukee stuff. I've got DeWalt, apart from a grease gun, it's Milwaukee. They've got 180 amp hour, that's more like it. That's what we're after. Right, we're off for Christmas trees now. Plenty of trees kicking about anyway. These will be getting loaded up onto lorries, I'd imagine. It is so dark and gloomy. Anyway, there's some Christmas trees. There's 51 in total, so there's 8-foot ones, 6, 5 and 4 foot. There's no 7 foots. Done. 8s, 6s, 5s and 4s. So we're looking for a Christmas tree. We have got them now.